Does money truly buy happiness? Hi, I'm Mindful, and in today's video, we're about to unravel a question that has long been on many of our minds. Many of us have heard the notion that money can't buy happiness, but have you ever sincerely questioned that? Join me in this video as we dive into this age-old question and explore whether there's more to the connection between money and happiness than meets the eye. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. In order to understand the answer to that question, we first must understand what happiness is itself. Happiness is defined as a positive emotion tied to good memories or overwhelming joy, which can manifest itself in a variety of different ways. Regardless of what you think the answer is, prioritizing your own personal happiness should be your life's ultimate goal. However, on the flip side, sadness is the antithesis of happiness, which encompasses negative emotions and experiences, leading to a downcast feeling. So, how does one achieve happiness and avoid sadness? So, as most of you know, happiness can be achieved in a variety of different ways. That could be getting a new job, getting married, having fun with friends, and overall anything that brings you joy. It could even be as simple as a picnic. But all those things I just mentioned have one thing in common that you may not have noticed. All of them deal with money in some sort of way. Another common way to become very happy is very simple. That is love. Love is absolutely key to an individual's happiness, as without it, you may never reach your true peak happiness. Love and money are both essential to living a happy life. One without the other is failure, and balance between the two is success. I'll give you two hypothetical situations explaining why both are necessary. In one, you are a single millionaire with everything you could ever want. And in the other, you have your soulmate, but you're dirt poor living paycheck to paycheck. In the first one, you're pretty much quite literally Batman. You're just one individual who has everything but can never truly be happy because you're lacking the essential quality of love that would bring you the joy that your money cannot. In the second scenario, due to the fact that you are dirt poor, while you may find happiness in your love, you cannot be happy because your life is a consistent struggle to get by. In both scenarios, you have a plethora of one but not the other, indicating that having a plethora of both is essential to your overall happiness. Now, in the modern world, I believe that money is actually a quality that is essential to love, but it isn't the other way around. Most relationships revolve around spending money on the other person in order to better your relationship and please the other person, and money is actually a catalyst in progressing your relationship. So, with that in mind, ask yourself if anything that has ever made you truly happy has not been somehow affiliated with money. Our world is quite literally revolved around the concept of money. Money itself is a weird concept, which I will most likely get into in another video, but it is an essential piece that makes our world revolve. You want to go out to the bar? That costs money. You want to go on vacation? That costs money. Hell, you want to just do something simple like sit on your couch and watch TV? Well, guess what? You had to buy the TV and the cable service. Everything costs money. You can't escape it, and that is why something like getting a new job can bring you happiness. While it directly is not being bought, it is giving you the opportunity to be able to buy more things, therefore contributing to your happiness. In contrast to this, you could go live out in the woods and ghost everyone and become a primeval human, but then you're lacking basic human necessities such as community. You cannot escape the concept of money if you ever want to be happy. If someone ever tells you that money doesn't buy happiness, I want you to just think for a second how many things that person uses on a daily basis that cost something. You ever hear people say that they can't live without coffee? Well, guess what? It's costing money. Take away everything you have and ask yourself, could you be happy with nothing? Regardless of what you tell yourself, the objective answer to that question is no. Having nothing actually requires more work than having something. If you had nothing and were content with having nothing, then what is your purpose in life? You would have nothing to work for and nothing to do, and so therefore, it is almost objectively impossible unless you're okay with just being bored for the rest of your life. This is where we pivot, and I give you what I think is the true answer to this question. Alright, so I know I have just spent the past few minutes convincing you that money literally is the answer to your happiness. But if you rewind this video about a minute, that's not actually what I was doing at all. Instead, I believe that the chase for money is actually what brings an individual happiness. Many of the world's wealthiest people are actually unhappy. So I'm going to give you this hypothetical situation where you have a credit card that has infinite money. In this situation, you're the wealthiest person of all time. I mean, you're richer than the entire Roman Empire combined. You can buy anything. On one side of this coin, you have the ability to do pretty much whatever you want, only limited by your own human capabilities. But on the other side of this coin, you have nothing to work for, nothing to chase, and no goals to achieve. Sure, you can go on vacation every week and visit the world and do things you only imagined in your dreams, but there's a possibility that you accomplish that in maybe 10 to 20 years. What do you do with the rest of your life? Let's say you're about 20 whenever you stumbled upon this generational wealth, and the average human lives to, let's say, just about 80. Given the possibility that you could do everything you want to do in 20 years, you now have 40 years of your life that you have to live where the only thing you can do is repeat things that you've already done. And by that point, those things that you once thought brought you happiness are now only bringing you diminishing happiness. You've already done these things before, and therefore will not get that initial spike of doing something new. Now, let us say that you're an average 20 to 21-year-old who just graduated college. In this case, you still have your entire life ahead of you and things to work for, things to chase, and things to be happy about chasing. You get that feeling of excitement, a feeling where you think, oh, if I work this hard, then one day I'll be able to afford this, say be your dream car, your dream house. You have things to chase for, and that chase is ultimately what leads you to being happy. As I've just proven to you, when you only have the destination, nothing really makes you happy. There is another factor that I've yet to take into account, which is the concept of memories. Memories are something that you can look back on and enjoy and remember that, oh yeah, I went through this. Memories are only something you can achieve by going through the journey. When chasing happiness, it is important to consider the memories that you are going to make along the way. Those contribute to your happiness, and you can't just buy that with money. Now, I'm going to call back to a previous point that I've mentioned and bring up the idea that you are not making those memories without money. Now, I'm going to put you in another hypothetical situation and say that you're about 25 years old and just starting a business. Using the ideas I mentioned earlier, your happiness is building up your business to become profitable and maybe a multi-million-dollar business. It is a long-known concept that in the business world, you cannot make money without spending it first. One of the only ways to grow a successful business is by either investing time or investing money into it. So now that journey of building a business and the memories that come with it are all somewhat associated with money. With that in mind, you might come to think that it actually is money that is buying your happiness. Now, I know you clicked on this video to be given a yes or no answer to this long debated question, but unfortunately, I don't think I can give that to you. Instead, I believe that your own individual answer to this question is actually what can drive your own individual happiness. I've laid out both the pros and the cons for you, and while I can't lay out all of them in this 8 to 10 minute video, I've laid out enough of it for you to make your own decision. This video was full of both arguments and counter arguments for both, and I encourage all of you to further your own research into this topic. If you want me to provide you with the specific answer to this question, here it is. Your answer to this question is actually what guides your happiness. I know I just left you with a vague statement and overall didn't answer this question, but that wasn't the point of this video. Instead, the point of this video was to guide you into a thought of your own, figure out your own self and what your personal beliefs are in a way that I cannot tell you. I would love to hear y'all's answers in the comments, and if you liked the video, it would mean a lot to me if you liked and subscribed. Anyways, my name is Mindful, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Peace.